Hello everyone, I'm TG and I'm here to talk to you about the awesome multiplayer experience that is Evil Dead the game. Today, I want to talk to you guys about everyone's least favorite character, Army of Darkness Ash. I know what you're thinking, oh my god, when you see an Army of Darkness Ash, you might as well just quit because you know they're going to run off on their own, they're going to steal all your shields, etc. That being said though, I'm going to show you guys a build playing him that is actually quite a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a hybrid between a tank and DPS, so you're going to pretty much be able to, hold your own solo, but that doesn't mean go run off by yourself and abandon your team. So let's dive right in. We're going to start by opening up Archery with only 1 point in the last word, which will increase the last hit of all of our combos by 15%. Next, we're going to put 3 into Reinforced Amulet. This is going to reduce the incoming damage whenever you have a amulet active by 10%. I only put the 3 points into this because the jump from 10 to 12, it's not really worth the 1 point extra that you can spend somewhere else, and 10% is all you're going to need. In addition to that, same principle for Improved Amulet, 3 points increases the length of our shield by 10%. We don't need that extra 2%, and we can use that extra point somewhere else. Next, I'm putting a full 3 points in the ever-important Artful Dodger, and you'll notice I didn't put any points into any fear reduction up top. And the reason for that is your Wiseman's Brew is kind of going to act as your fear negation, that you're really not going to need that, as well as if you put some Pink F into your fear reduction during the game. Moving on to the real meat of the build, we're putting a full 4 points into Industrial Strength. That's going to increase our maximum health by 25%, which is very important, and then we're just using the 1 in quicker cooldown to reduce the cooldown of your active skill by 5%. We're only using that so we can move on to Seasoned Survivor Basic, Elite, and Boss. Now these 7 points are kind of up to you. It's situational, whatever you're running into most. Just know that of these 3, whenever you put 2 points into something, you're getting an 8% reduction in the damage that you're receiving, and then if you put 3 points into something, you're getting a 13% damage reduction. So as you can see, I've used elites here, but that's just because I've been running into a lot of elites. You can really change that up. Basics is probably a good bet these days. Now finally, the last 3 points I am putting into Tougher Than Hell. That's going to give me a flat damage reduction of 10%. Now, I know I haven't put really anything into damage numbers, and the reason for that is the warrior does enough damage as it is. You can put your pink Fs into melee damage and you're just going to outclass anybody. But what this build is specifically all about, because it's Army of Darkness Ash, is your shield generation. And I'll talk about that in a minute, but first I just want to go over Wiseman's Potion. So when activated, this ability will grant you health regeneration, fear reduction, increased damage, and reduction of damage received. You are going to get a 30% increase to your damage, you're going to get a 50% reduction to the damage that you take, a 250 health heal, and a 30 fear heal. Now, in my opinion, this is definitely one of the most important and best abilities in the entire game. I've used this. This has saved me so many times from being feared, so I couldn't be possessed. It saved me in battle, obviously, and it's healed me whenever I have been completely out of healing. In fact, Wiseman's Potion's kind of like the thing that makes Army of Darkness Ashes feel like they're just this one-man army and they can take on anything. That, of course, leads me to Shield Blast. So every time your shield bar is depleted, you let out a big old explosion that does 200 damage to everything around you. That's not an insignificant figure, and it works really well with his next ability, Finish Strong. So that's why you see I've put all those points into amulets, and why you should probably do your best to upgrade your amulets pretty close to right away whenever you're playing as Army of Darkness Ash, because shields are everything. And Ash really excels whenever he is in the thick of it and completely surrounded. So how Finish Strong works is every time you kill somebody with a finisher, you restore 40 shield points. Now with the points spread out the way they are, that pretty much equates to 1/3-ish of a shield bar. So you want to be pretty much killing everything with a finisher if you can. And finally, we have Weapon Master Chainsaw, which increases your attack speed, health damage, and dismemberment damage whenever you use a chainsaw. Now this is this is the worst weapon mastery in the game because it's only an increase of 5%. You might think it's higher, but no, it is only 5%. That's not enough to make you choose a chainsaw over something else as your weapon. Personally, I like to use the chainsaw because it's Army of Darkness Ash, but don't let that decide for you. Really pick up any weapon that you think you're going to do well with. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, powerful vaginas of all ages, that's the build. That is my favorite way to play Army of Darkness Ash, and it's complete self-reliance. That's why you see so many Army of Darkness Ashes running around. I'm not telling you to play like that. Stay with your team. I'm just saying that if you wanted to, you could, but don't. In all seriousness, Army of Darkness Ash is the man to be whenever there is just a swarm of Deadites all around you, because his shields are going to be popping off nonstop. If you keep up with those finishers, you're going to be doing so much damage. Heck, you might even be rivaling those hunters. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope it helps you out just a little bit. Let me know down below what you think. Let me know what you think of Army of Darkness Ash in general, and let me know what you guys think about the future of the game. I know I can't wait for the new patch. It's coming soon. We're getting Castle Kandar, and I just know there's going to be some other goodies in there as well. So stick around the channel. There's going to be lots more builds coming your way, as well as some guides. And as always, I'm TG. If you like what you saw, you know what to do.